Rebel side, the revolution will be televised, Facebook posted and tweeted on Twitter. The taste in the mouth of the youth is getting bitter. System need to be reconsidered, so I kick flow like every day. Me and the status quo had to go our separate way. Can't let them indoctrinate me. I need hip-hop to save me. Let's take this back to the 80s and fight the power like PE flow. They trying to stretch your kids out like a PE coach. Won't help out but bail out their CEOs. Trying to brainwash us all with their TV shows. Who went to prison for the oil spill? The profits they pocket go deeper than the oil drills. They might kill me for the words I spew. They don't want you with your third eye view. Think about it, this is rebel music, soundtrack to the revolution. Rebel music, gotta do it for the revolution. Rebel music, soundtrack to the revolution.
Yo, what up, man? It's your boy Chris UnbiasReview checking in, man. Chess vs. Saga dropped on URL. These two have been going at it back and forth, man, going to the last battle when they were throwing shots at each other. It was only a matter of time before they battled each other, basically trying to prove who was the best out of that class. You know what I'm saying? That class involved T-Top, Briz, Chess, Saga, the whole nine, trying to see who's the best out of that class. Now, this ain't going to be no long recap, man. I was trying to figure out why this battle was over an hour-long upload. So I hit up the dude that edited the video. I'm like, yo, why was this battle so long, you know, compared to the other Born Legacy battles? And he was like, yo, it was Saga's idea to go unlimited. You know what I'm saying? Saga. You know, let me talk to you for a minute, Saga. It was your idea to go unlimited. That was the first mistake in this battle. So it was Saga's idea to go unlimited. I don't know if he went unlimited through the whole battle, but he definitely went unlimited at least the third round. So that means you was going to let Chess get his shit off. Chess was going to let you get your shit off. In the first round, it worked. I got you winning the first round and winning the first round clearly. That Sean Marion bar you had to start off. You had a designer bar that was kind of nice. A Sammy Sosa bar that was kind of nice. The Sue Surf Chalk album reference you used was also kind of nice.
Well, I am good and everything is a bar like... Turn. Oh, my bad. Y'all ain't catch on yet? Well, I'm back on set. That only means I designed a verse to snap on Chess. Try to punch with predictable jabs. I punch with Floyd's heart, so just know it won't work if you strike. I'll get this boy caught trying to study my old tapes in the ring. That's such a void thought. Sue Surf album, my new work will get this boy chalked. It's only...
You had a whole iron scheme where you trying to, you know, you applied iron and steam.
It's God-given. You rap like everybody up in your team. But the irony, you got hot and caught smoke once you adjusted the steams.
You had a lot of dope shit in your first round. I think you was gonna beat Chess in your first round regardless of Chess, whether he choked or whether he almost threw up on the water. And yo, Chess, what's up, my nigga, with this water issue, my nigga? I mean, I know niggas throw up on liquor. I know niggas throw up like when they got the bubble guts and all kind of crazy shit. They mix the wrong foods and shit. My nigga, you are throwing up on water, bruh.
He wanna ride out. He trying to get revenge. You know, I let it ring with a lighter. So if he push me to the edge, brother, that could...
So I think you was gonna lose the first round regardless, because I was looking at your bars. You had a melanin bar. Already heard that before. You had an Ali Sheikh Parkinson bar. Already heard that before. It didn't even seem like you really got cooking until the end. I'll cut Saga in half.
Saga is trash, and I'ma body his ass. This battle will be one-sided and bad, just like you when I'm through chopping your ass. To make a long story short, I got the Saga in half. Recess in 4th grade, niggas playing with the nines. Headshot when I'm squeezing. On everything he believe in. Now we got an atheist mind. Before they made it a crime, war was just another way to survive. The Lord saved you from your sins. Bang! Motherfucker, can he save you from mine?
You turned up at the end, just too little too late, man. I got Saga definitely winning the first round, clearly. Saga, your second round was fire too. I got to keep it real with you. You had a second round that was fire. The 51 design line was dope because they pretty much the editing company and one of the, I don't know if they're a sponsor or whatever, but I know they work with URL on marketing and everything.
Every time I wanted to black out on anybody talking as if he dumping nines, well, we brought the static to your house like 51 designs. But we got to talk for a second, bro. 51 designs, one. But ain't nobody offered a hand. To give y'all the gospel and exchanging lives was always a part of the plan. I'm gonna treat this like auto-tune when you were a kid. Well, let me talk to the fans. I don't understand.
I'm known for moving chest. I'm Terry Crews. Everybody know he be moving his muscles up and down. You had a lot of chest flips in this battle too. I noticed that also. When you overpay your dues, it brings change faster. I definitely was fucking with that. The Kenny South Park line was another dope line. I like both of your first 2 rounds, my nigga. I felt like, you know what I'm saying, you really couldn't knock Saga's first 2 rounds. He had bars. I know sometimes people may not like his delivery, feel like he's kind of drawn out or he don't bring any of that umph in his bars. But as far as pin-wise, his first 2 rounds was nice. Chess second round started off slow once again. You know what I'm saying? He had the Weekend at Bernie's line. He had the dog tag necklace. What he had, dog tag food chain necklace line was nice. The Birdman respect line was fire.
This ain't a dancing lesson. Get all 3 of y'all. Bury DNA, then replace T with K. That's what I do to a bird. Man, respect it.
But Chess heated up in that second round, man. After like the first 2 minutes of the round or a minute and a half, the whole second half was fire from Chess. He was really talking to Saga. And this is the mistake you made, Saga. You decided to let Chess get all this shit off in his rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if y'all contract was 3 minutes, 3.5, whatever. But Chess is having these long ass rounds. And whereas you start to tail off because your delivery and the way you don't really put no umph behind your bars, no real aggression, it can kind of get like, you have like a monotone sound, so it can kind of get kind of old over time. So for you, it's better that your rounds are shorter. You know what I'm saying? If you was cutting Chess off at 3 minutes, 3 minutes, and 3 minutes, you would end up beating Chess the first 2 rounds. But you letting Chess get off, and Chess don't start. Chess just get better with time. You saw that in the Reed battle. He starts off slow, warms up. Over time, he just picks up momentum. He starts talking to you. His aggression turns up.
Growing up, it was hard, dog. I'm talking 1 quilt, 2 sheets wrapped in a pillowcase in a hard floor, cutting squares out of towel just to make extra washcloths. All a nigga had was a Mac and some balls, dog. 11s came out, and they murdered with crazy lines. It remind me of when my nigga died trying to cup his Concords. That's what niggas gotta die for? The Jordans on their feet? I done gave my man half my clothes because he was less fortunate than me. I done gave my man half my clothes because he was less fortunate than me. They could offer for some James, but could they offer him a tea? Nigga, all that shit you preach from the Bible on Bible. Nigga, all that shit is sweet. Now, I ain't saying it's fake, but it's more than what we see. They distract us with the shit that's going on the TV. The new swing, this new disease is forming every week. Shit and fast. You gotta take precautions if you blink. Years ago, they taught you to get tortured by police. They remind me of something else without them walking in the streets. See, it's in the cold, searching for food, like the meat section. Why is it the men that fuck up the world get to keep stepping, but the homeless man that shared everything is in the streets naked? It's hell on earth. It's hell on earth, and we accept it. Saga, why we gotta die to see heaven? You got the answer.
The niggas behind him turn up, and as the round goes on, Chess is gonna end up winning a round, especially if you let him get off. And that's really what happened. You let this nigga start talking to you in the second half of that second round.
I'm your dog, nigga. I'm your dog, nigga. I'm your dog, nigga. I'm your dog. I'm your dog. I'm your dog. I'm your dog.
Third round on Saga, I felt like this was probably the worst round of the 3. It wasn't like it was a bad round, but it just could have been better. He had a Donald Trump borderline bar that was nice. Line about boys in the hood. I take this kid off the street. I'm Trey with the leftovers. We all know what happened with that. You know what I'm saying? Trey walking across the street with the leftovers. The baby is in the way. Steams have been holding Chess back like the Heimlich maneuver.
If Steve said you was gonna live, then he's trying to confuse you. Because if death not in his head, you could die with a tumor. Fetty Wap, he had you thinking I was the loser, but Steve's been holding Chess back like the Heimlich maneuver.
You kind of in the first round was saying that he was looking up to Steams and Steams was the main nigga and he was trying to be like Steams. And then in the third round, you was saying Steams was holding him back. So I was like, which one is it, my nigga? Is he better than Steams or is he not better than Steams? Niggas really wasn't giving you no crowd participation. But I was fucking with the bar. You had the whole if he really cared about you angle, you know, father-son bars. It didn't really hit too hard to keep it real with you. And that was pretty much your third round. Chess comes back in round 3, another round when he was talking to Saga in the third round, man. And that pretty much set the tone of the whole battle. He had the, if if it wasn't for DNA, you would be right where Prep is, and you would have got left in the dust at UFF. Niggas be really trying to play you like that too. Niggas be acting like, oh, since you joined NWX, you know what I'm saying, you still around or whatever, and had you not have joined NWX, maybe you would have got lost in the shuffle. I'm not saying that, but I have heard a few people say that.
Smoke shit with no grip, but Steve's got a gat. That's two niggas, one ratchet and a ladder. Jeff, Leader, and Matt. When we ride out, that baby on safety, no car seat in the back.
What else you had? The imaginary friend line was nice. And at the end of the round, he was just talking to Saga, man.
For speaking of facts, I'm angry. Because the niggas that work the hardest to make the money and get the least of it back. I'm angry because police on my back. I'm angry because they owed us 40 acres and a mule. And then they leased us for that. We ain't the ones bringing the gats. We ain't the ones bringing the crack. But we get life sentences and death treatments for that. We were slaves that couldn't add, write, read, and subtract. But we were kings before that. Our women got taken from us, raped in front of us, and beat in the backs. They knew if they grabbed the women, the men would be easy to snatch. Fetty Wap.
I got Chess winning rounds 2 and round 3 pretty clearly. It was a pretty good battle, even though it was long. It kind of kept me entertained. It's not as good as Chef Trez versus Rada. That battle is fire, dog. I need to recap that soon. I need to watch it to figure out who the fuck won the battle, because I know Rada won the first. I think Trez won the third. So I'm looking at the second round, like who really won the second round. But rebuttals, like niggas talking that shit, that's a dope ass battle, man. Shout out to both them two dudes. So that battle definitely trumps this one. But look at the views this battle is doing already, man. That just show you the star power that's really around Chess, to be real with you. I won't take nothing from Saga, but Chess is so much of a draw on URL right now. The nigga is doing 100 to 200,000 views in just 2 days. You know what I'm saying? So big salute to him, because his Reed Dollar battle is almost at 1 million too. So he's actually doing top tier kind of numbers, to be honest with you. Maybe not right at where the Surfs and them are, and maybe the Charlie Clips, but he's not too far behind. But Saga, had you not had this battle be as long as Stop Chess at 3 minutes, maybe 3.5, you probably would have won round 2. I still think you might have lost the third, to be honest with you, but you might have won the second round, because your second round was fire, but you just letting Chess get off, and all that talking to you bars.
Respect your elders. Respect your youth. Respect your elders. Respect your youth, little nigga. Watch your mouth, little man. We're gonna take it to school.
You know what I'm saying? And he do little shit to amp up the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like saying respect your youth and all kind of shit, getting in your face, talking to you and all that kind of stuff. I'm your God. I'm your God. Like that shit just amps up the crowd. Chess got that it factor, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's, you know, all that or whatever. Like I like T-Top and niggas like that better than I like Chess. But I'm not going to lie, man. Chess definitely got something there. I think him and K-Shine will be a good battle. And that's what I got, man. Chess 2-1. Shout out to Saga. You definitely did your thing.